Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the weekly reading for the lovely sign of Taurus. Taurus, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Keep in mind though that the readings are only general. I may not be reading for you this week. If the reading does resonate, however, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Thank you in advance. Alrighty, we're going to use the Connolly Tarot for your reading. Spirit wants me to give them another shuffle. Spirit said, make sure you've got your skating shoes on this week. What does that mean? Things are changing rapidly, things are moving quickly. You've got to keep up with things. Maybe roller skates this week for you, Taurus. Be ready to face all the changes that are coming through for you. All right. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what's happening. All right, so we have this lovely little Page of Wands coming through. So the Page of Wands is a messenger. This is some sort of message coming through, and the message you're getting is a really good one. So it's something you either wanted to hear or something you're ready to hear here. So this is definitely this sort of energy of something coming towards you that you've wanted. Could be a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius here. Funnily enough, she's made a few appearances today. Maybe somebody that you've got on your radar. Maybe you're hearing from someone that you've had a little bit of an eye on. But it also could be in regards to work or other activities here as well. Let's keep going. All right, so the moon is here. So the moon is the card of Pisces and Cancer. Something is being revealed to you here. Someone's revealing feelings of passion. Someone is revealing something. Something is being shown to you here. Yes, a victory. There is somebody here that's coming forward either to express some sort of interest in you. Maybe you've had your eye on someone for a while, and finally they're speaking up and telling you they feel the same. This could be someone too who's contacting you in regards to work or an opportunity that you didn't see coming. But something is coming to you here that you weren't expecting. Look at this. Beautiful. It's bringing in the Ten of Pentacles. So something here is coming to you, whether that's work, romance, love. Something's coming here very, very quickly. And I don't feel you've been expecting it. Nice. All right. So we have the Five of Swords coming through. Now, the Five of Swords is a card that talks of, as I always say, winning the battle, but not the war. So it's like you've got some sort of win in a situation and you feel victorious because you've got this win. You fought for it. You fought long and hard for it. But somehow or another, it's not cutting it the way you wanted it to. So it's leaving you feeling a little bit short and a little bit like you've missed out on something. See where your story goes. All right, so we have the card of Cancer coming through in the Chariot here. And we have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Eight of Swords. I feel like you've been fighting for something. I feel like you've been in your head about something. Maybe you walked away from something because it wasn't working for you, and maybe now it's coming back towards you in a very different way. I feel here you fought for something for sure. You may have fought for a relationship. You may have fought for a job. Maybe that somehow or another you dipped out at the last minute and you've walked away feeling like I gave it my best shot. If it wasn't the best, that they wanted, well, I did the best I could. That's the feeling I'm getting here. So you moved away from whatever it was, perhaps deciding that it wasn't for you, wasn't coming your way. But now there's a brand new offer. So for some of you, if you went for a job and you got dipped at the last minute by somebody else, I feel like this is coming round again for you. The Eight of Swords tells me you've been very much in your head about it. So maybe you felt like you'd perhaps done the best interview you've ever done, perhaps being the best that you could have been. Maybe you treated somebody really incredibly well, but now you're questioning all those things, wondering if you did make the right effort, if you did show them the right things. But they are coming back in to make another offer. All right, so the Justice card is here. So what you're thinking and feeling was correct. All right, Nine of Pentacles coming through. I'm loving it. Nice energy, Taurus. And the Two of Swords. Okay, so I feel like here, especially with the Justice card, Nine of Pentacles, that you did. You did exceptionally well. Whatever this was, whatever you offered, whether it's love, job, situation, whatever you did extremely well. Your worry is unfounded here. Totally. Whatever it was you were going for, you absolutely deserved with the Justice card and the Nine of Pentacles. You did. You really did. I feel like there was some sort of choice that was made here that perhaps was unfair or not balanced. And the universe is bringing it back into balance here by bringing this offer back to you. So if this is to do with a person or a romance, you may have dipped out because this person chose to move along with somebody else. Very possible. But you see, this person was meant for you. This job was meant for you. This situation was meant for you all along. But somehow or another, there was some sort of distortion here that threw it in a slightly different direction. But it's coming back to be taken up. All right, so we have the Two of Wands coming through. Oh, beautiful with the High Priestess. Let's just stop for a moment here. The universe is definitely wanting to move you forward here. It's almost like they're saying here that whatever this was that you missed out on was yours. It was yours to start with. Something here in the choice someone made was not the right choice for them. Was not the right choice. So it's like they're understanding they picked wrongly or they chose wrongly here. And it's turning. The wheel is turning. And look at this. Seven of Cups coming through. So I strongly feel here that you are a little bit bamboozled by this whole thing. You're a little bit confused and a little bit unsure of what to do now. And you do have a decision to make. So let's have a look what you're going to do. All right, so we have the Page of Wands coming through. So there's some sort of notification from somebody here. I feel like this person may have overlooked you to start with, or you walked away from them. But something was being hidden. This was the universe having something up their sleeve. This was actually meant for you, and you will get victory and public recognition here. And there's a lot of happiness and joy coming through with this energy. But it just wasn't right for you at the time. There was some sort of lesson you needed to learn here, and I think it was fighting for something. Maybe you didn't need to fight for something that was already yours. Maybe you don't need to fight for things. Maybe you just need to know that if they're yours, they will be or come to you, be with you. But there's confusion out here and a decision. Oh, look at this, standing up for yourself here. All right, Four of Swords, taking time out. We have the Nine of Swords here with the Two of Cups. Everything will work out right. It really will. But the universe is saying to you here, you need to step back with this Four of Swords. This is about stepping back, reviewing, taking your time, thinking about things, trying to work out which way to go and what's best for you. So the universe is saying when this decision comes back in, this new offer comes back in, it's a good idea to just sit back and take time and decide that it's right for you before saying yes. In other words, don't say yes straight away. Tell whoever it is, I'll think about it. I'd like to mull this over. I really want to understand if this is right for me. Because there's still this stress and anxiety. And I guess for some of us, if you've been sort of pushed away the first time or you haven't been chosen the first time, there's this fear that it may happen again. There's the anxiety of what it creates for you, especially if you have abandonment issues. Because if you feel that you haven't been chosen, then you start to feel in some way, shape or form not good enough for whatever came the first time around. But this isn't about that. This is about you learning your value here. Because there is something very powerful about this connection, this job, this partnership, whatever's being offered to you here. There's something very potent here. But for some reason, you had to think or feel or have to understand you don't have to fight for it. If it's yours, it will come to you. So whatever this is in your way now, it is coming in your direction. So if you're confused about it, don't fight about it. Yeah, you're closing out some sort of cycle. Look at this. So there was something here that was helping you close some sort of cycle out. So maybe you had to learn a lesson around your own self-worth here, or about what a powerful manifester you are. So maybe understanding that you are able to manifest things. You're able to do what you need to do. You have all the tools on the table. You don't have to fight frantically to win at something. It's not necessary. If it's yours, it will come to you. Absolutely. And we know that with the Chariot here. So there's definitely forward movement here. There's definitely this energy of being confused, energy of being feeling like you somehow were overlooked for something, Taurus. But you were never overlooked at all. It was just you need to learn not to have to fight for things. That they will come to you if they're right for you. Oh, goodness. Well, okay, so you want 2 cards flipped out on me there. All right, let's have a look. So we have the card of jump in. This is about saying yes to change. So it says perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in. Don't wait for permission. Don't stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right in. You're being asked to be courageous and falling in love with life. All right, and the other one we have is Breath of the Cosmos. I don't remember ever reading this one before. And this is my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. When we rely on only our own will, we're micromanaging the universe. See, there you go. This is what I said. You don't have to fight for things. And resisting the natural flow of life. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the great cosmic intelligence and relying instead on our personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God has for you, to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mystery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little you find yourself living your most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be and surrender to the greater will, you find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. I'm going to read you the starseed activation here because it says, I'm willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, help me move away from my will to thy will. Please lead me. Please show me the way. So this is very much what's coming up in your reading. Sometimes you have to learn when to fight and when not to fight. And very much in this particular instance, you'd already won. So you're fighting for something that was already yours to begin with. I don't know why we're taught that we have to fight for things. I don't know why we fight against what is really meant for us. But sometimes you just have to stand back and say, well, I've already asked for this, and wait for the universe to provide it. If the universe isn't going to provide it to you, it's purely because it wasn't meant for you to start with. But then you fought a lot of energy for something that wasn't going to be yours to start with. So it's about learning when to use your power and when to just hold your power within. When to make it about what happens if I just allow the universe to bring this to me. And if it doesn't bring it in, it wasn't mine to begin with. So it's very much about changing the way you think about things. And I think this was the lesson here for you, Taurus, to understand you don't always have to fight for everything. If you think you need to fight for everything, then you've been taught wrongly. The universe will bring you what is rightfully yours. Have a wonderful week.